Hey folks, happy Monday. Welcome back. We are in our second week now of working with this Cesar Chavez essay. The AP test is coming up on the 20th of May. So this week we're going to go step by step through writing this essay. Your goal for Sunday night was to write your introduction, so hopefully that's done. Today I'm going to walk you through writing a body paragraph. I expect you to write one body paragraph today, just one. Now, on office hours on Tuesday from 1 to 2, I will be kind of giving a similar talk as what I'm about to do. So if you want to come to office hours on Tuesday and do the paragraph then, you can join me then, or you can use this video to do it on your own. It's totally up to you. Let's jump in. So you'll see here the assignment for 427. For today, your job is to complete the first body paragraph of your RIS on Chavez, refer to your notes and the outline from 420, and type in the document began on 424. So here's 420, here's the speech. Here are the notes I made on 420, which have my, well, my computer's being a little weird, which have my rhetorical situation notes up here. I kind of have my my author's purpose here. I have my notes on rhetorical strategies, and I have my outline down below on step 5. And then I started my essay on the 24th. Here it is. I went ahead and highlighted my thesis just because that helps me stay focused. You might want to do that as well. That way you make sure that everything you're writing comes back to supporting that thesis, which is so important. Okay, cool. So let's see. It says during office hours on 428, I will walk through writing a body paragraph. Right, that's what I just said. And the video shows me going through my own body paragraph, so let's do it. I find it helpful to copy and paste over the outline just so I don't have to flip back and forth through documents. So I'm going to do this here. We're going to write 2 body paragraphs in total, but again, today we're just writing 1. Okay, so my topic sentence is, what does the speaker do? So I'm going to use a rhetorical verb. And when I say rhetorical verb, I'm talking about these guys here. This is probably the most important list. You don't have to memorize this. Ms. Matson is mailing you this document, so you'll have this list for yourself. But this list is super important. So maybe choose 2 or 3 verbs that you come back to a bunch and try to memorize those 2 or 3. But I'm going to need this list. How does the speaker do it? So what's the rhetorical choice, and why is it persuasive? Now, I've given a note here, use sequencing words. So X begins by. Let's start with that. So Chavez begins his essay by. So what does he do? What's the rhetorical verb? I'm going to go back. This row is going to be for my first body paragraph, and this row is going to be for my second body paragraph. So he begins by, here we go, establishing the power of nonviolence. There's my rhetorical verb, right? Establishing the power of nonviolence. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll, just so I remember I did it, I'm going to highlight that green so I know it's done. How does he do it? What's the rhetorical choice? Let's go back here. He makes a historical allusion to MLK. So Chavez begins essay by establishing the power of nonviolence by employing a historical allusion to Martin Luther King Jr. Bam. I did the how does he do it? And then why is it persuasive? Reminds the audience of the powerful nonviolent figure. Ethos, it makes Chavez appear as powerful and credible as MLK. Interesting. So I'm going to focus on there. So why is it persuasive? Chavez begins his essay by establishing the power of nonviolence by employing a historical allusion to Martin Luther King in order to, let's see, illustrate Chavez's own qualifications as a nonviolent leader. So now I need to introduce evidence of the rhetorical choice. So include context and inline citations. So I'm going to start here with just a nod back to the exigent, speaking on the 10th anniversary of King's assassination. And then I'm going to go back here. So this first paragraph, he talks about King, opportunity to recall the principles with which our nation has struggled and matured. So speaking on the 10th anniversary of King's assassination, Chavez opens his essay by commenting on King's values and the positive effects they had on the civil, I'm going to capitalize, civil rights movement. Bam. and that should be with an E. Whoops, spelling is tough. By the way, that corrected it because I have the Grammarly add-on here. So if you don't have the Grammarly add-on, you might want to add that because it'll catch errors for you like it just caught for me. So let's see. Now I'm going to try to do some inline citation. So I'm going to try to pick out like what I think are really good short quotes from this part here. Maybe I took some of my notes here. I've got two good ones here. So like Dr. King, Chavez believes that, where's that quote? No one has the power to take life. Now I'm putting the life in brackets because he doesn't actually say that. He says, let's see it. No one has the power, he says it here, no one has the power to take it, but the it he's talking about here is human life. So I had to put it in brackets to show the substitution. And what was the other quote here? And that nonviolence is more powerful than violence. And that nonviolence is more powerful than violence. So let me see, are there any other short quotes I want to take here? Nonviolence provides the opportunity to stay on the offensive, and it's crucial importance to win any contest. I like that crucial importance. Just as King believed that nonviolence could achieve civil rights, Chavez believes that nonviolence is of, does he say, let's see, crucial importance? What's the exact quote? Yeah, crucial importance. Crucial importance in the fight for, and what's Chavez's purpose here? Let me go back to my notes. In the fight for the oppressed achieve their goals. I guess their goals are like equality for the oppressed. In the fight for equality for the oppressed. Good. I feel really good about the way I introduced my evidence. So I gave the context that it came at the beginning of the speech, and I gave the evidence. I used inline quotations. I used three. Nonviolence is more powerful than violence. No one has the right to take a life, and crucial importance. Now, I could have used other quotes. I could have used quotes where he says, Dr. King's life, like these ones where he talks about Dr. King specifically to really get to the historical allusion. What I did instead is I took the ideas that Dr. King believed in and I referenced those as the allusion. But either one will work. So let's see my next step. Aha! Now is the most important part, the commentary. At least 3 sentences. So I've bolded the first and the last because those are absolutely necessary. So how does this choice affect the audience? What does it make them understand, feel, or believe? So by explaining how his ideas are similar to Dr. King's, Chavez appeals to ethos and, let me go back to my rhetorical verbs, I just want to keep those close. Let's see, maybe highlights, or, and I'm trying to get like that he's showing that he is as powerful as King. So he suggests to his audience that he is as powerful a leader as King himself. Nice. So that I did this question here. He wants them to understand that he is as powerful as King was. Let's highlight that in green to show I've done it. So let me see. I want to see if there are any phrases to zoom in on here. No one has the right power to take life. Nonviolence is more powerful than violence. Crucial importance. I don't know if there's anything I want to zoom in on. Like that would be this question: what specific words or phrases speak to the speaker's purpose? But I could do this. Chavez frequently uses the word nonviolence in this section, which is a word most closely associated with King and his movement. And if I'm going to do this question of which word supports the speaker's purpose, I'm going to go to the next one of how does it achieve the speaker's purpose. So if Chavez is going ahead and using that word nonviolent, which is a word we normally think of with King, how does it support his purpose? Well, by saying nonviolent over and over again, it's like he's stealing King's central idea. So in borrowing the essential vocabulary from King's successful movement, Chavez intends to build the foundation for his own success. That's good. Like if King was nonviolent and that was successful, I'm going to use nonviolent and that will be successful. Sweet. So how does this choice support the speaker's purpose? So the choice was, again, to reference Martin Luther King. So the historical allusion to Martin Luther King Jr. Misspelling, I'm sorry. Supports Chavez's purpose by reminding the audience that nonviolence has been successful in the past, and by suggesting a parallel between King and Chavez. Bam. That's it. I actually did 4 sentences of commentary. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one here, given the rhetorical situation, why is this move especially persuasive? Ooh, that's where you get like that that sophistication point. So I'll add it in too. So given that Chavez is speaking, well, he's writing, isn't he? He's writing on the anniversary of King's death. So that's the exigence, right? The exigence here, the thing that made him write was that Dr. King had died 10 years ago. So given that Chavez is writing on the anniversary of King's death, using King's own ideas positions Chavez as a I don't want to say a replacement for King, as a what do you call that when someone follows someone else up? Successor to King's legacy of using nonviolence to achieve social change. Bam. So I actually now have done another thing of commentary. You don't have to do that much though. But this one about given the rhetorical situation, why is the move especially persuasive? That's probably the most sophisticated type of analysis you can do. So thinking about, the fact that he's talking about after Dr. King has died, or the fact that he's writing in a religious publication, why might that make his allusion persuasive? Because think about the fact that Dr. Martin Luther King was a religious leader. So you could play around with these questions a little bit, but basically the steps are 1, 2, 3, topic, sentence, evidence, and commentary, at least 3 sentences. So you want to answer at least 3 of these questions. I'm going to scroll up so you can see, I'm going to zoom out too. Here, I'll combine these pages so that you can see what I wrote and use it as a model. So here is, okay, so there's my body paragraph. Yours may not be that long because remember I did like 5 sentences of commentary. You might only do 3, but use mine as an example. Use the outline. If you want to come to office hours on Tuesday, please do. But as always, email me if you have any questions. All you want to do for this assignment is write 1 body paragraph by Tuesday night. Good luck. I hope to see you in office hours or hear an email from you. But I'm excited to see what you guys write. Everything's looking good so far, so keep it up. Bye.